Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we welcome you to A to Y for another interesting episode. Hi, Azim.
Good evening, Yasas. How are you doing?
Doing good, doing good.
Well, Yasas and I, after he coming to Sri Lanka yesterday only we met, and again he went back to Colombo. I'm waiting until he comes back.
Definitely, definitely. I think maybe before I come back, you might come back to Colombo. So let's see how it goes.
Probably, yes.
Yeah.
So, what's in store for us today, Yasas? What's I heard that you're going to talk about something really exciting and interesting.
Definitely, Azim, because with our last couple of episodes, there has been requests on talking about AI. And if you remember, we did an episode where we talked a bit about how digital marketing is impacted with AI. We talked about Facebook, Google, how they're using AI already into their advertising. So
Correct.
there was a specific interest on marketers in general, like
Hmm.
how we can talk about the future of AI and the future of marketers with AI. So today's topic, Azim, without spending much time, let's jump into it. Is going to be about the future of marketing with artificial intelligence, because this is, as we've always been saying, AI or artificial intelligence has been a very hot topic these couple of days, right? And
Yes.
everybody wants to know about it. So the same point came when you're talking about the marketers, because there's so much of things talked about artificial intelligence in different industries and overall on productivity and so on and so forth. So with this request, what I thought was, Asi, let's talk about how marketers are going to see the changes in artificial intelligence, or rather than that, how they can use artificial intelligence for the benefit of them, so that they can improve their marketing activities. And maybe in future, Asi, let's move into sales and several specific areas of artificial intelligence use.
Yes.
Yeah. So before we go into AI in generic, because AI is very broad, as AI, as we talked in the previous episodes, AI has been there for a while, right? But what is new is since I think last November with ChatGPT coming up and talking about generative AI. Even before that, we had Midjourney and there were several generative AI tools. But ChatGPT, as we know, changed the game. In 4 days, they hit 1 million users, and it changed the game. So today we have Bard and there's so many other generative AI tools that's coming in. So let's talk about what generative AI is, because everybody's talking about generative AI, but let's
Yes.
take a definition, because then we'll understand things better. Because there's a wrong understanding, there's a perception that AI or generative AI is something like Google, which takes existing sources and shows us the sources. Well, that is not what generative AI is. So I took a definition, Nazim. This is from Gartner. Gartner, because it's accepted as an industry analyst and business analyst, I thought we'll take Gartner's definition of it. So their definition clearly talks about anything that is produced, that is novel in terms of content, if it's new, and if it's generated based on learnings, that is what generative AI is. So, as the definition says, generative AI can learn from existing artifacts to generate new, realistic artifacts that reflect the characteristics of whatever the data that was used to train, but don't repeat it. So, which means each time you generate using a generative AI tool, as it should generate new outputs. It can't be the same output, because it's generating things based on your prompt, based on what inputs you have given. And generative AI today is in various forms. It could be images, it could be video, it could be text, it can be music, it can be speech, it can be software code, or even product design. There's design in terms of 3D design. There's a lot of designs talked about, like architectural design. So today, Azi, generative AI has become a very hot topic. It's been used in various industries, in various formats, and it's changing the game, because everyone who's using generative AI today can actually, I would say, sky is the limit. There's no boundary. If you are creative, I think that's where human creativity comes into play. As a human, you need to figure out where and how am I going to use generative AI, because you and I know, like, how we are testing things even on a daily basis on various things. And every time we try something new, it's like, your mind explodes. You're thinking of something new. You're thinking of how we can make this exciting, how we can bring it into our daily work in interesting way.
Mm.
So even for marketers, Azim, you can use it in various ways. It could be in marketing campaigns, it could be in marketing planning, it could be in marketing strategy, it could be in marketing audit, it could be in marketing analysis, right? As a post-mortem, or it could be on a daily basis. So I think the important thing for marketers is to realize and understand the capabilities out there. And one thing I must say, Aziz, today, because everybody's talking about AI and everybody's thinking of how to do it, I think there's so many tools that there's so much. Like you get bombarded.
Yes,
You don't like every day you see something new, right?
yes.
Sorry, you were going to say something.
No, no, I said there's millions of tools. Every single day, someone creates some new tool related to AI. And it's actually, I don't know, I mean, when we go through all these social media posts, we see like massive similar products and services through AI. And sometimes it's overwhelming also to see these kind of
It is
tools.
definitely overwhelming, and I would say it's too much. I feel it's going to be like the dot-com bubble. I hope it's not like the dot-com bubble, because if the bubble explodes, then everyone loses, the traction, the trust, the interest on AI. And I hope it doesn't go into that level, because as you rightly said, there's so much of copycat AI tools also today, right? So what you need to do is you don't need to go and try to figure out and try to get adopt each and every tool. Just pick the problem, your business problem, or the limitations you have in your business, or the area that you think you can improve on, and find one or two AI tools. Every AI tool, to my knowledge, has some kind of free option, whether it's free
Yes.
days or free tokens or free usage. Try the free option, and if you have a log, like example ChatGPT, you can use it free, until the day you realize like you're using ChatGPT every day, or you're using Midjourney every day, and you're limited by its existing capability. That's the moment you need to really go into a subscription or a purchase, so that you can really get the benefit out of it. I think
Yes.
till that happens, use all the free tools, try them out, because each free tool would have a different way of how it works. It can make things easy for you. Certain tools are not that easy as you feel. So once you get that feeler, I think you need to move forward. Yeah. So let's dive in a bit deep. Let's look
Yeah.
at how is generative AI changing the game for marketers, because this is our hot topic. You need to figure out, okay, what areas of marketing can I use AI power? How can I use AI to make my life better? And
Mm.
we've listed a couple of points here, and let me take in details of them. Please go in the comments, go in the, you can put a message on our Facebook page, live chat, or YouTube live chat, or LinkedIn live chat, wherever you want, and we'll try to, if time permits. I know we've been saying this the last couple of days, but we couldn't take the questions. But if time permits, we'll definitely try to answer some of your questions. If not, even on the comments, we will reply after the live stream. So first and foremost, Azim, this is like the most common format you see today. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was sharing the slides.
No, it's not visible. Lights are not visible.
Let me add it to the stream. Yeah. So
Yeah.
first and foremost, let's take this most common format, Asi, which is using it to generate marketing copy. Now, whether this is video format, whether this is content format, or whether it's a blog article, you can really use generative AI for marketing copy. Now, what is important as a marketer is for you to understand what prompt I should use. Now, this is where again another hot topic of prompt engineering is discussed. Maybe we can take it as a future topic for us also to discuss
Yes.
about prompt engineering. Yeah. Otherwise, we are going to make you overwhelmed today. We don't want to do that. But if you take Google Bard, if you take ChatGPT as a basic tool, you can go and give context. You can say, as a brand of this nature, I want to achieve this objective, and this is the type of post I'm trying to create. Help me out, or give me a caption, give me a post text, give me the hashtags, give me the call to action. and these tools can easily help you. If it's a video, for an example, you can say the purpose of the video. Now, whilst we are talking, we are not using ChatGPT for video script. As you can see, this is like conversational. We are just
Absolutely.
saying whatever that comes to our mind. We just have only the points, and actually what we are showing here is not from ChatGPT. It is
Yeah.
based on research and based on our points. But
And our experiences
example,
also.
I'm sorry, Yasin?
And our purely, I would say, like 60 to 70% is our experiences.
Experience and our thoughts. So
Yeah.
feel free to challenge us. Feel free to question us because we may have our thoughts in that, and you might have a different view on that. So, example, if you are going to talk about today's webinar, you can go into ChatGPT and maybe type for an audience of marketers, entrepreneurs, and tech enthusiasts. Today's topic is specifically for marketers. So you can say
Mm.
for marketers in Sri Lanka, in UAE, or you can keep it in generic. For marketers, uh, for a series of our webinar series, we would like to discuss the point of how future of generative AI or future of AI is changing the game. And you
Mm.
can just say, give us a script for a 15 minutes webinar or a 20 minutes webinar. You can say, give us points to discuss during a video. So you can put it in whatever format you want. You can ask in a table format. You can ask in a script format. You can
Mm.
ask in like cue card format. And these generative AI tools will give you some pointers which would help you to go ahead. Now, obviously, unless you're really good in your prompts, it's very rare that the first time that you will get it right. So you need to
Yeah.
give more and more prompts, refine it. So once you get something, you can say, can you summarize this in 100 words? Can you give this in this format? Can you elaborate on this particular area of your points? Like that, you need to improve the prompt more and more. Once you do that, it will come to a stage that you will be very happy with the output. And saying
Mm.
that, please do not copy paste. Do not, if example, if you're generating a blog, don't copy paste. Read it, go through it, improve it, add more of your things. Or the best way is you can give your thought, and this is probably the best way to do it. Type in
Correct.
your points, give your point first, and let the generative AI to improve upon that. That way, you're not really using a third-party tool, a third-party intelligence. You are actually
Mm.
giving your intelligence into those points. So this is probably one of the best ways you can do this. Yeah. And if we talk about the second point, this is again another important thing today because so much of, if you look at social media or if you look at your audience, there's so much of conversation that's happening more than SMS. It happens on message platforms like Messenger,
Mm.
WhatsApp, or direct messages on Insta, so on and so forth. Now you need to figure out how can we be personalized, and I think been talking with some of our clients also how automated messages are not giving the right input. Because example, if a particular client is asking a question which is not a standard question, having a template based answer is not going to help. You need to
Yeah.
make it personalized. It has to have that
Mm.
conversation element. Now with AI tools today, you can easily do that, and I believe these platforms also will enable it very soon. Example, with it WhatsApp or Messenger or any AI, any social media that you're using today, very soon will have conversational AI built into it. Already you have certain ways that you can use it. There's certain automations, but it can give personalized. So it will go into the level that you don't know whether you're having a chat with a real person or whether you're having a chat with AI tool. Now this of
Yes,
course.
sir. Sorry to interrupt. It's actually there. I actually very recently saw a video, but I didn't download it and check it out. But it's about how ChatGPT integration to WhatsApp, where you can respond as a conversational way. So it's already
Definitely,
here.
already there in terms of third-party tools, I say,
Yes.
third-party plugins and apps. But what I was meaning is like as part of WhatsApp introducing it, or Messenger, Facebook Messenger introducing it,
Yes.
where I'm sure because if you take Facebook AI, their AI is quite advanced. They have so much of. They were one of the first companies to even try out AI, especially generative AI.
Hmm.
If you remember, even AI was used at the early days for auto tagging. The moment
mm,
somebody posts your photo at one point, you
yeah,
get tagged by the AI itself. Remember, this is,
correct,
I don't know,
correct, yeah,
maybe 7, 10 years ago,
yeah,
right?
exactly, exactly.
It was magical until Facebook, because of privacy reasons, stopped the auto tagging
Yes,
feature.
yeah,
Um, Now you don't even see people tagging photographs anymore, right? It has gone reverse, it has gone behind.
yeah,
But these platforms, I'm sure the research is already there, because if you take Meta, they have a separate AI funding AI tool. That if you look at Facebook Meta AI, there's a whole section on the website that they talk about projects that they do, like even text to video project. There's already a paper published out there where you can type, example, a dancing bear with a pizza, and it will generate that video for you. And this came long before tools like Synthesia and other AI tools started talk about their ability. So that's what I was referring to. But yes, you're right. There's already chatbots, there's already plugins, there's already tools that uses existing platforms
mm,
like ChatGPT and allows you to do it, right? So future is in a way going to be dangerous. It's going to be scary, because you're going to see AI talking with you and you wouldn't know who it is. In fact,
yeah,
especially people who are on platforms like dating platforms, you are going to have quite a challenge, because you wouldn't know whether you're talking to a AI based person or is this a real person,
yeah,
right? Because AI is going to play your mind. So that brings an ethical aspect, which is another topic altogether. See, we need to take
mm,
notes of this. We
yeah,
need to talk about prompt engineering. We need to talk about AI, ethical aspect of AI, because
yes,
already the European Union, the Western market is talking about legislation to
mm,
bring in AI, because as an ethical marketer, you need to talk about the use of AI wherever possible. Like today, you see where and it asks your permission to enable cookies, and
mm,
if you go into the cookie policy, which no one does probably, it
yeah,
will tell you what cookies they use in detail, where your data is saved, who is using it.
mm,
Same way, if you're using AI, you need to have that ethical aspect.
yeah,
So let me go to the next point. Sorry. Also, summarizing text, which is very important. Example, especially if you're doing sentiment analysis, there are tools which are doing social listening, but the level of sentiment analysis always has problems, especially if you're talking about like a Sri Lankan market where Singlish is used. People can be
mm,
sarcastic. So if you say like supiri, okay, supiri or sounds great, in a word, in a literal sense, might be positive, right? A positive
yeah,
sentiment. But
yeah,
there are ways that can be used in a sarcastic sentiment.
mm,
And unless you're a human today, you can't get it. So AI is going to help you this type of sentiment analysis to understand whether it's positive, negative, or whether there is a different aspect of that sentiment.
mm,
So AI is definitely going to help marketers in their sentiment analysis. Also document search, Asi, because today we know we have so much of documents. If you talk of marketers, briefs, proposals, create
yes,
scripts, right? Example, if you want to, if you're an agency, right? If you want to go back and you want to find something, it's a havoc to go back and find document, unless, especially if people have left the organization, people who have done it at earlier stage have left. Unless you know it's done, you wouldn't know where it is. So already document management systems have introduced tagging features, and in the past they used to use these tags when you save a document based on the tag for you to be able to find it. But with AI, you don't
yeah,
need to worry about tagging, because
mm,
it can go into your document repository, read everything, read your video, go through your videos, understand what the content is about, go through your images, go through your documents, and bring in this. So this is what we're talking about. So it's going to save a lot of time in terms of understanding what you have in your organization repository. In terms of, when I say documents, it's going to improve. It is
yeah,
already working. Certain AI tools are working on images and
mm,
videos and audios. So it's going to help you in finding this, transferring it, so that knowledge transfer will happen fast. You don't need to remember anything. You don't need to study anything, because in a split second you can get a summary of what you're looking for. And the next point is you're getting briefs out of it. This is very important, especially if you're talking about meetings. We have lengthy meetings today. We have like a whole hour of meetings, and somebody like a personal assistant or another junior, or maybe the person who's conducting the meeting has to take
Minutes.
notes.
Yeah.
Of course, you can save videos today with digital meetings or virtual meetings. You can save the videos, you can record the video, captions are automatically put in. But still, it's not straightforward for you to do the meeting minutes. Yeah, there are various tools where you can tag, you can highlight, you can kind of mark important sections while the meeting is happening. But
Mm.
all this is a bit cumbersome. But with AI tools, it's going to make life easy.
Yes.
Immediately after the meeting, you can automatically email whoever was in the meeting summaries, the action points with deadlines and so on and so forth, if you use the proper AI tools. So, Azi, I think we need to probably stop because we just passed the 21st
Correct.
minute. Yeah, there are a few more, but we can add on to this and we'll have a part two about how marketers can use AI to improve their day-to-day function. So with these few points, I can see certain comments have popped up. Certain people are already asking questions. Thank you. Keep them coming. We will go ahead and we will reply you. But as you can see, for marketers, Asi, there's so much of ways you can really start using AI
Mm.
to help your work, to make yourself more productive, to make yourself error-free, so that you can have a better task. So it's all about, Azi, it's not about reducing people, it's about improving the way people work in your organizations and the way humans can work in more productive ways.
Exactly. So it's also harmoniously, right? Harmony. With harmony,
Yeah,
how do you
working in
actually
harmony.
integrate? Yes, with harmony, how you integrate AI with the human interaction. So that way you can actually support your customers, support your colleagues, support the organization, processes, getting leads or converting leads, anything and everything is possible. But you have obviously will have to use this beautiful thing inside your beautiful head when you're doing
Exactly.
that.
It's like the folk story, right? Where they talk about, don't give a knife to the monkey because you don't know how a monkey will use a knife. Once you give it, it can work against you. So, same thing. Use AI with caution, use AI with ethical mindset, use it the right way. If you do that, you could still prosper in many, many ways. And this is the whole purpose of A to I, for us to bring in our experience, what we've seen with our clients, what we've experienced, what we've tried with our clients, how we've used AI can always
Mm.
be helped by sharing it with you. So I think with that, Asi, we'll end today's A to I. We've already
Yes,
gone a bit overboard. And let's meet everyone next week once again at 6:30 Sri Lanka time, Indian subcontinent time, or 5 p.m. Gulf Substandard time. And yeah, that's I'm Yasas, and that's all I
and
have
I'm
for today.
signing off. So let's see you guys next week. Probably both of us together.
Probably both together. Yes. So signing off from A to Y. See you next week.
Yeah.